in the very first verse of Surah Baqarah, while mentioning the properties of the muttaqeen, who are the muttaqeen, while defining the muttaqeen, let's say this book is guidance for the pious ones, the ones who adopt the piety. But then he explains that who are these pious people? He says, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ, the ones who believe in the unseen, and ones who adopt the belief in the unseen, and وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ, and they establish the prayer, and they also spend from whatever we granted them. हम जो उनको अता करते हैं उसमें से वो खर्च करते हैं. They spend from what we granted and whatever we provided them. So therefore this verse highlights that one of the great attributes of the believers and the muttaqeen, the ones who adopt piety, is that they spend in the way of Allah. This verse highlights that while the namaz, the prayer, is a great pillar of Islam, the second greatest pillar of Islam is the spending in the way of Almighty Allah. Because the entire society is an act upon this great pillar and great practice of spending in the way of Almighty Allah. Because this naturally establishes a strong bond between the servant and the Lord. When you spend something in the way of Allah for the sake of Allah, the ulama say that this is because the man's heart is naturally attached to his wealth. If someone is hiding their wealth somewhere, then they know, and only they know that, and no one else knows, and this is a secret thing, their holdings are secret, they would continuously be thinking about that place, because their wealth is lying there. So that because their heart is attached to that wealth naturally, so they would continuously be thinking about their wealth. So therefore, this indicates that man's heart is naturally attached to the wealth. That's why Almighty Allah has ordered us to spend in the way of Almighty Allah, to give whatever He has granted us, so that this will then naturally basically develop a strong bond between the servant and the Almighty Allah. He says that you cannot adopt the bir, the piety, unless and until you spend in the way of Allah that you love, whatever you love. Ulama say that the bir here, the piety, the bir, which also means taqwa and piety, bir basically is the reason, the ultimate reason to attain the nearness and proximity of the Almighty Allah. So the qurb of Almighty Allah is granted to you through bir. And abrar are the ones who will attain the Jannah in the end. Allah says, "Inna al-abrar lafi na'im." The ones who adopted the piety, who are pious in the life, they will be in the na'im, in the bounties in the life hereafter. So abrar are going to be the ones who will eventually be successful in the life hereafter. So bir is therefore the ultimate purpose of entire all the different kinds of worship. Allah says you may be performing various kind of worships, namaz and saum and hajj. However, all of these will only be accepted in the court of Allah when you will spend in the way of Allah. So spending is therefore ultimate reason, ultimate essence of the entire worship. Therefore, that reason it was bracketed with the salah in the very first verse of Surah Baqarah. Allah says that those who believe in Allah and those who establish the prayer and those who spend in the way of Allah, they are the ones who are muttaqeen, and they adopt the guidance, they acquire the guidance from the book of Almighty Allah. Turning your face towards the Kaaba, Allah says that's not the entire bir. The purpose, the piety is not attained through that. That is one element of that. But bir, all of bir is not that. Bir is also believing in Almighty Allah and the life hereafter, and the malaika and the kitab and the nabiyyin, all of that is bir. And at the same time, giving in the way of Allah, giving your wealth to the poor and destitute and the musafir, the waverer, giving to them is also part of the piety. So when you adopt these, then only you become pious, then only you attain the nearness of Almighty Allah. Those who give in the way of Allah, Allah says, the life is made easy for them. Allah says, فَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى, the one who gave in the way of Allah, and he was God-fearing as well, وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى, and he believed in the good outcome in the life hereafter. He believed in the good in the hereafter. فَسَنُيَسِّرْهُ لِلْيُسْرَى, we will make it easy for them. So we shall indeed take him to the fate of delight, prosperity, we will grant them the prosperity and delight in the life hereafter. Yusra, ease in life hereafter. However, the ones who remain bakhil, the one who is miserly and was a miser and was indifferent, wastaghna and was indifferent, and belied in the good outcome, وَكَذَّبَ الْحُسْنَى, belied in the good outcome in the hereafter, then فَسَنْيَسِّرُهُ لِلْعُسْرَى, we will make the path towards the usra, the difficulty and affliction, very easy for them. So in the life hereafter, they will be directed towards affliction, na'udhu. Just because they were bakhil in this dunya, they were miserly. Despite Almighty Allah granting them the great wealth and prosperity in this dunya, they did not acquire the nearness of Almighty Allah, but giving them by donating that in the way of Almighty Allah properly. And Hadith Pak says that on every single day, ما من يوم يصبح العباد فيه إلا ملكان ينزلان. That in every single day, that the two angels, they come down from the throne of Almighty Allah, from the heavens, and one of them say, أحدهما يقول اللهم أعط منفقا خلفا. Oh Allah, compensate every person who spends in your cause. Whoever grants in your cause, compensate him for that and grant him compensation for that. Give him more. And ويقول الآخر اللهم أعط ممسكا طلفا. And the other one says, Oh Allah, destroy every miser, the one who refrains from giving, the one who keeps his wealth to himself and does not give in the way of Allah, then destroy his wealth. And this is now the dua of the angels, and they make this dua every single day. Meaning that whoever gives in the way of Allah, his wealth is naturally increased by the virtue of this dua. Whereas the ones who refrain from giving and who are miserly, who act as misers, their wealth is destroyed eventually, and they are unable to take any benefit from that. And this is also highlighted from many of the verses of the Quran. Allah says that those who spend in the way of Allah, their example, the parable of those who spend in the way of Allah, their substance, their risk, whatever they've been granted, their mal, their wealth, whatever they have, when they spend that in the way of Allah, and then this is like a grain of corn, habba, أنبتت منه سبع سنابل, that it grows 7 spikes, and from each spikes 100 grains they come up. Every single grain grows into 7 spikes, and from every spikes there are 100 grains. Eventually he gets 700 grains. Meaning that someone who spends 1 penny in the way of Allah, he would be granted 700 pennies. And Allah says, Allah can give manifold, Allah can increase manifold for the one who He wants. So He can grant the reward of spending in the way of Allah countless, without any count. And Allah says, Allah knows, Allah is all knowing. Allahu wasi'un alim. So He is all knowing, and He can increase it for the one who He pleases. So therefore this verse also highlights that the ones who grant in the way of Allah, in fact, they are increasing their wealth. So by the looks of it, they might think that the wealth is decreasing because they are giving the way of Allah, the wealth will diminish. But Hazrat he swore and he halaf on oath, he said this, that the sadaqah will not diminish your wealth. Sadaqah will increase it. And Allah has said in the Holy Quran that وَمَا أَنْفَقْتُم مِّن شَيْءٍ فَهُوَ يُخْلِفُهُ. Whatever you spend in the way of Allah, Allah will compensate that for you. So He will definitely grant you that. And Allah says that the one who grants Allah that good loan, يُخْلِفُ اللَّهُ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا فَيُضَاعِفُ لَهُ ضَعْفًا كَثِيرًا, He will increase that manifold for him. So more than one occasion, Almighty Allah has invited us to spend in the path of Almighty Allah and to grant the poor and the destitute and the ones who are in need, the Muslimin who are in need, to grant them so that the society, entire society is cared for and their needs are also fulfilled. This Bak also says that a man keeps thinking about their mal throughout the life, their wealth. The wealth they are very careful about, and they keep keeping it, they keep piling their wealth, and they think that they are actually building assets. However, Allah, they say, these books mentioned that that whatever he owns really, from his mal is only three things. Ma akala fa'afna, whatever he ate and he destroyed. Aw labisa fa'abla, or he wore that and he made it old, used it. Wa'ata fa'aqtana, or he granted that, or he donated that in the way of Almighty Allah, and that is actually the save. That is what he saved for himself. So whatever he is saving for himself is the one that he is granting the way of Allah. And whatever he is leaving, whatever is apart from that, he says that that will go away. That will leave him soon, and he will leave that for the people behind him. So it's not going to benefit him. And only what follows the mayyit, he says that there are three things. Two things from them they return back, and only one thing goes with him. The two that return are his ahl, his family, and his mal. They don't follow him. What follows him is his amal. Amal is the thing that will benefit him in the life hereafter. And amal, part of the amal is spending in the way of Almighty Allah. And whatever he is spent in the way of Allah, that is going to be giving him the real benefit in the life hereafter. May Allah give us the ability to act upon whatever we learnt, and be from those who are real believers in the unseen, and the ones who establish the prayer, and also the ones who spend in the way of Almighty Allah.